Hello and welcome to the latest update from the Met Office. Dry and clear for many of us at first over the next 24 hours. Chilly in places overnight, but then it turns more unsettled once again. Later Thursday, wind and rain on its way, courtesy of this Hurricane Lorenzo. You can see it on the satellite image moving through the Azores, but then it turns into essentially a mid-latitude low pressure, but still the potential to bring severe impacts to parts of the Republic of Ireland. And that's why Met Éireann named it Storm Lorenzo. Also impacts later Thursday for the Northern Ireland. 60-mile-per-hour gusts for exposed hills and coasts, as well as big seas, high waves around coastal areas. So coastal impacts for Northern Ireland later Thursday. The wind and rain then sweeps its way west and south to bring some impacts to South Wales and southwest England. Again, the biggest impacts around coastal areas with big waves, coastal overtopping, and those wind gusts reaching 65 miles per hour. Now, of course, it's not a hurricane anymore. It's the remnants of an ex-hurricane. Storm Lorenzo then rapidly decays as it pushes south into the continent. Barely anything by the end of Friday. Conditions very quickly turning much quieter. And it's quiet before Lorenzo arrives for Wednesday night. Clear spells, not quite as widespread as Tuesday night, but nevertheless across sheltered parts of Scotland, England and Wales for a time, temperatures will fall away. And we're expecting lows into the mid-single figures for towns and cities in these areas, and in the countryside where we could get an air frost in one or two spots. But it turns milder further west where the cloud builds at the beginning of Thursday, and that cloud thickening through the morning for Northern Ireland, parts of Wales and the southwest. Elsewhere staying largely bright. There'll be layers of medium and high clouds, so not entirely blue skies. But for many, Thursday is a largely dry and bright day, at least at first. But it will feel a little bit on the fresh side because of the chilly start, temperatures only recovering slowly. Meanwhile, to the west, Northern Ireland turns wet and windy for the second half of the afternoon. Yellow warning in force there, that wind and rain pushing in through the afternoon and into the evening, 60-mile-per-hour gusts around coastal areas. It then pushes into southern and western Scotland, the rest of England, and for Northern Ireland and Wales, another pulse of wet weather pushes through during Thursday night. All that weather means that, of course, it's not going to be quite as chilly on Friday morning compared to Thursday morning, but it will be wet and it will be increasingly windy for Wales and the southwest. Here a yellow warning in force for Friday morning because of the risk of 60-mile-per-hour gusts, and that wet weather only slowly moving its way through during the course of Friday from the south and the southwest. Elsewhere across the country, a lot of cloud cover, damp and dreary for eastern parts of England as well as southeast Scotland, outbreaks of rain here, but the brightest skies there for the far north of Scotland, here remaining relatively settled compared to the rest of the country. You can of course follow all the very latest by following us on social media. Bye-bye.